Alright, you guys, so let's get into this makeup. Like, it's really not going to be a makeup tutorial. I told you guys that I just get ready with me. I don't really know what to talk about because I don't do shit all day long. I don't do shit with my life. Well, I do shit with my life. I'd be lying, but like, my life is really not exciting. You know what I'm saying? I stay at home. I make videos. I edit videos. I make wigs all day, and I clean my house all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? That could be exciting to you guys, and go to the Dollar Tree. So that's what I do want to go today. After I go to my my weight doctor appointment, and I don't even want this video to be too long because I bitch hate to be like dragging the day, because I do want to get back home and work on the wig. You know what I'm saying? That I started. So first of all, you guys, I know y'all heard about that eyelash hack, right? So I had tried it on my individuals, not my individuals, on my strips, because if y'all have seen my recent updated eyelash tutorial that I put up like a few months ago, not the one that I had put up like a couple years ago. That one was just how I do my individuals, which is always on the bottom, like underneath. And then you know what I hate about that video? Like, I don't even hate the video because that's how I do my lashes. And that video is like mad old. Like, when I say it's mad old, like, it's probably got like a couple 100,000 on it, views, but okay, I didn't even know my camera cut off. But that video is like a couple of years old, like, on this channel, but it actually was done in New York. So, you know, when my channel got hacked or suspended, the first one got hacked, the second one got suspended. I had to re-upload it. So, you know, the one thing I don't like about it is people will go on the video. I had to like disable the comments because I got people on the video talking about, oh my god, how could you do that? Just like saying negative shit in general about the video. You know what I mean? And then you turn like basically just like negative shit about the video, about how could I do my lashes like that, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? So I re-uploaded it 3 years ago, so it's got 417,000 views on it. So, and it's so crazy because I've watched the video, and I've read all the comments. So that's the reason why I disabled the comments, because you got people on there on the video talking shit, talking about, oh, that's disgusting, or you can burn your, just saying this not nice shit. But then you got these same people that all of a sudden want to do the same thing, and it's a big deal. Like, but when I fucking do it, it's not like, I don't get it. So I also did like an updated version on how I apply my lash routine revised. This was like, when did I do this? September. And so it's got 82 thumbs down, but it's got whatever, I don't even care, 96,000, like 97,000 views, okay, and 149 comments. You know, like, I don't really get it, how people always gotta, it is like super easy. I mean, you know, you got people saying I make it look super easy, but I mean, it is and it isn't super easy. Sometimes it takes me a minute to put on my lashes because, you know, it just does. But like, they'll last me for like 2 weeks, but I do wear individuals. I do have individual lashes on, and then on top of them, I have strips that stay on. And I told y'all before, the only glue that I will use now, like, I really did used to use this clear glue, which was by Ardell. This is Ardell. And I used to use this one, the Lash Tight adhesive, the clear one. But once I started buying the dark adhesive, I bought 3 bottles of these for $11 from Amazon. This shit worked way stronger than this shit. The clear won't really have my lashes on for that long. But the black, honeys, let me tell y'all, I don't remember when I purchased this stuff, but I purchased 3 of these, okay, from Amazon. And it wasn't even probably a year ago, but maybe, I don't know, but The black one is way better. And it used to be like the black one. I used to always use the black one, and it was really good. And then the formula got real crappy, so then I went to the clear one, and the clear one was real good. And then that formula got crappy. They do feel different though. Like the clear one, the black one gets like a different type of textured feeling. So I think like they do both have different textured feelings. So I would definitely say get the black one. You know what I'm saying? Just get the black one. So now I'm about to do my brows. So I'm using Ardell brow pomade. And because it's drying out, what I did was I had to put this YSL, this Yves Saint Laurent primer on it because it's kind of like greasy, you know, like that type of primer. I'll put some right here in my eyebrows so that they can like smooth down, you know, be a little bit more smoother. Because I am not really trying to buy no new stuff, because this is not even, let me tell y'all, I had this probably for like 2 weeks, and I don't even use it every day. And it started drying up. And then I also bought this, which is, I don't know the brand, it's just by somebody called Music Flower eyebrow and eyeliner gel. It came with 3 different colors. Love this stuff. And I was using the dark brown, and then that started drying out, and I gave one to Tati. But anyway, so I'll just put a little bit of that primer on the brush too, right there, honey. So I could use this because I am not about to be purchasing no more. We're gonna use this shit until it's gone. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. Shit. So yeah, like about the eyelash thing, look, I don't get it. Like, some people on YouTube just really get on my last nerve. Like, it's just really funny how you'll do something and then all of a sudden it ain't all that great, and then like years later somebody else will do it and then it gets really popular. Like, let's take for instance the stocking cap method. Now, I posted the stocking cap method back on this channel probably like 2-3 years ago, the video, when actually it was from my very first channel, and which was just Muffinismylovers. And you can definitely tell that because the video is massively old. The background is different. I look totally different. Just totally different. You could just tell by the quality of the video. So I was like, you know what? This is crazy. I'm gonna just re-upload this because, and I re-uploaded it to my new channel only because nobody was even doing the stocking cap method yet again. But I have reloaded it back to this channel because, for one, it was like this. I was watching how everybody else was applying their lace wigs and stuff. So I wanted to just say how, you know, we used to do it back in the days. Like back when lace wigs first came out. So that's how we did it. And nobody was like really viewing the video like that and shit. But you can tell it was old. So then all of a sudden the stocking cap method came out and everybody's making like this big fucking deal about it. Like, oh my God, I gotta try that. Oh my God, like these motherfuckers just invented this shit. Like, bitch, it was been out. And it's so crazy because y'all motherfuckers, not y'all that's watching, but motherfuckers that be on YouTube, they'll watch some shit from somebody's video from like 10, 20 years ago and then add something different to it. Like, instead of using wig glue, you want to use the got to be glue, got to be gel. All of a sudden you want to use that and it's some totally different shit, which is so funny because back then when I started wearing lace wigs, that was the only type of hairspray and shit I would use was the Got To Be brand. And everybody that would see me using it in the video, they never paid it no mind because they actually thought it was a white brand. And it is a Caucasian's brand because that's all you see advertising for it. But I liked all their products. Had nothing to do with the gel. I did have the gel and I had the freezing spray and shit. And I only had the freezing spray because, for one, it was hell for me to keep my hair in a curl pattern. So I needed something that had a really strong hold, which I don't even think that freezing spray is all of that great of a hold. So anyway, yeah, so now all of a sudden here comes the stocking cap method again. And it's clumped with a whole bunch of freaking Got To Be gel. Okay, so that's when people start thinking like, oh, we doing something because, you know what I'm saying? No, y'all really not fucking doing nothing because that Got To Be gel shit don't even work that long. It slides right off your head after a while. And you gotta just do too much for the wig to stay on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and back in the days, how we would do it was the same way, but we would use glue, wig glue adhesive. You know, some people would use the stuff from the beauty supply store, which was the clear stuff, which doesn't work. It always seems like the clear shit never works for anything, like the clear eyelash gel, the clear fucking wig glue, excuse me, the clear eyelash glue, the clear wig glue. That shit don't never fucking hold. And then when you get like the stuff that looks like glue, like the consistency is thick like glue, like I use like Ghost Bond and Aqua Bond, that's what I use, and it looks like Elmer's glue. That shit will hold your fucking wig for like a week. Plus, you know, with me, I will put the glue and then I will also put the tape. So that way, I really got a hold. Like, my shit ain't going no fucking where. Like, for real. I don't want, if I'm going to wear a wig, I'm going to wear that shit. But, like, I have worn one for 2 weeks without a holding. Okay? So, this is the shit that I be talking about. So, I did a new revised video of the stocking cap method. But it wasn't really revised. It was me doing it 2018 with the same exact video from 2010 right there in the corner, in sync, doing the same fucking thing. And it's just like crazy. Like, y'all be thinking like y'all invented stuff and come out with shit, and it sucks because then nobody don't want to give their props to the people that really started doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember back in the day when I first started on YouTube, wasn't hardly no black girls on YouTube, which is unfortunate. Like, for real, wasn't hardly no black girls on YouTube. It was me, it was Atia, it was Love Kisses. I think You Love Megs came after me because she wasn't wearing wigs or anything. She was just wearing, like, you know what I'm saying, she was doing her own hair. So like what I'm saying about that is like with the wig game, it was me, and then it was in the very, very beginning it was Atia, and then it was me and Atia and Love Kisses 99, and then other people slowly came in, like oh my god, Maya. I can't remember what her you guys know who I'm talking about because she's right on Facebook. Maya. What the hell is her name on YouTube? I can't remember, and I'm subscribed to her. But there was, and you know, then there was what's the other one's name? Much Love from Kentucky. She was doing wig videos and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And like then Miss Shayla, like then it started trickling, but it wasn't like a lot of people like that. Now it's like oversaturated. Oh, and oh my goodness, what is this black lady's name? Desi 16. She was back then too. She's older. And I cannot remember her name, but she did wigs. She made her own glue, and then she came out with a ponytail line. She was an older black woman. Oh man. And that's how I learned how to apply my wig, from watching her, the way she would do like her wigs and shit like that. Oh my god, I cannot remember her name for the life of me. Damn, what the fuck is her name? I want to say her name is Lala, but it's definitely not that. She's an older woman. Oh man. And she had a website, and she sold all kind of things like tape, super tape. Damn. Anyway, it was only a few of us on YouTube, and YouTube looked totally different. You know what I'm saying? You just couldn't put on a banner up on your page. You had to like earn the banner. You didn't get advertisement on your page. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't getting no commercials or no freaking, back then commercials wasn't even on YouTube. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't none of that. The only advertisement you would see would be like, you know, like a banner or something pop up. But not everybody was getting those. Like, you had to be about something. You had to become a YouTube partner. And I'm trying to remember how you became a YouTube partner, because it wasn't that easy at all. It definitely wasn't easy to be a YouTube partner. And once you became a YouTube partner, that's when you could get, you could earn some revenue. I'm trying to remember how you became a YouTube, and then that's when you could also put a banner on your page. Until then, you wasn't putting no motherfucking banner on your page. If you wasn't a YouTube partner, you couldn't put a banner on your page. And I'm trying to think. I don't even think you could. You couldn't even customize your thumbnails either, as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can choose. They would give you 3 to choose from, depending on how it popped up, generated from the video. But you wasn't even able to make your own custom thumbnails until you became like a YouTube partner. Once you became a YouTube partner, then you could put a banner up. You can also customize your thumbnails and shit like that. So, but it was hard to become a YouTube partner. Like, I don't remember how many subscribers you had to have and shit to become a YouTube partner, but it wasn't like no easy shit. There wasn't like networks on there like Style Hall and Broadband or whatever all these other different ones was. There was none of that shit back then. It was just YouTube, and the total upload experience was much different. Like, of course, it did take time, a little bit longer for it to upload, but the whole platform looked totally different. Okay. There were a lot of makeup gurus on YouTube back then, because that's how I learned how to do my makeup. There was a lot of makeup beauty gurus on YouTube back then, which was amazing. There wasn't a lot of girls doing wigs on YouTube. So it's just crazy how shit has evolved on YouTube. And like, sometimes you be like, oh, I don't like change, I don't want change. And that's how I started feeling like in the beginning, when YouTube started like changing certain things. Like, when they first changed how your page would look, I was kind of like, but then, I got used to it and it looked good, and then it changed again. So, I mean, like, it's really changed, but it's changed a lot. Like, now it's like, I don't know, it's very saturated. So there's a lot of the same thing. But also back then, there was a lot of things that wasn't allowed on YouTube. Like, people weren't doing all of these pranks and shit like that. There wasn't so much drama on YouTube, like all these drama channels, and there wasn't a lot of that kind of shit back then on YouTube. Which, it is what it is. I could care less, because I never was into that kind of stuff. But also, they had took some of the really cool features away from YouTube. If you guys remember, if you've been following me since then, they used to have video responses. So like, say I'm doing this video, then you can go and make a video of yourself responding. Like, there was right underneath where the description box would be, there would be like a little link where you can click video response, and you would you can post your video response there. So if, say, you wanted to make a video on this is when we used to do like a lot of giveaways and contests and stuff, right? So say I had a contest going on, you know what I'm saying, and it was a get ready with me. You have to try to recreate the look. You would just go to that video and just click video response and add your video right there, and everybody could see it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could either let them go. And the way you would do that is, you could either, just like how people have comments disabled. Like, basically, you can leave a comment, but it has to be approved. There, you could either approve the video response, or you can just basically just let it go. So they took that cool feature away, which sucked, because I really did like that. Like, that was really cool back in the days, video responses, and shit like that. But also, everybody was like more friendly, I think, back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was the same people is still there, I think. Like, like, unfortunately for me, I had to go through 3 channels. That sucked, because I really wish I would have had my same channel. I probably would have had at least like 600, 700,000 by now. But it was good. It was good back then. But I just think, like, there was, like, you had your favorites. You didn't have like a whole bunch of people doing the same thing. And it also wasn't a bunch of foolishness on YouTube as well. Like, I think, like, with today, They have more foolishness than anything on YouTube, which sucks because I think they allow just about anything on YouTube. The shit that I be seeing sometimes on YouTube, I just be like, wow, people even put this on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Like crazy shit that YouTube allows. And then back then, you couldn't do none of that shit. That shit wasn't even allowed. So it's like, okay, so YouTube has changed and it's evolved, and shit like that. And what's so crazy about YouTube is my mother introduced me to this YouTube life. Like, I didn't even know anything about YouTube, okay? My mom, she would send me, she would AOL me because we had AOL, and she would send me instant messages right through AOL. And this is how I started off with YouTube. My mom would send me instant messages through AOL, and my name on AOL was Muffinismylovers. You know what I'm saying? And that was just my name because that was my nickname. My nickname started off as Lovers. Me and my husband, it started off as Lovers. So we would call each other Lovers. Lovers, instead of calling each other April and John, we would just call each other Lovers. And then I started calling him Muffin, and shit, only because of something sexual. And then this was Muffin. Then I just started calling him Muffin, and then he started calling me that. Okay, so then we stopped calling each other Lovers and we started calling each other Muffin. So I just put those two together, Muffinismylovers, and used it as my AOL sign-in name, because back then you had to pay for AOL when I first started. Okay, so my mom, she would, be sending me these AOL instant messages of look at this, and I would click on it and it would be dumb shit. Like, she would be sending me stupid shit like freaking dogs ballet dancing, you know what I'm saying? Like seriously. And she would send me like animal videos, like funny animal videos, and she would love looking at like those crazy, like silly animal videos. And so she would send them to me and I would watch them and I would be like, oh, that was cute, and then I would just close it out. I didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't know I was on YouTube. I just watched the video, and I would just watch the video and go about my business because I didn't know what the hell I was watching. And I don't really know if that's when YouTube came out or what, but she did this for a minute. Like, when I say she sent me these freaking videos, she sent me these freaking videos of these stupid animals doing dumb shit, like, for a while. Or not even just animals, it would be like people doing dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that she would send me. So I would just look at it, and, laugh it off. Like, okay, here goes this mommy again sending me this dumb shit. Meanwhile, I'm trying to learn how to, not even learn, but I'm watching like HGTV all the time because she got me hooked into that. So I was like redoing my little house, redecorating, and I'm watching that shit. And I wasn't really interested in none of the shit that she was showing me. Okay. I laughed it off, but it wasn't like, okay, damn, I put way too much concealer on this eye. Anyway, so, it wasn't like, oh my God, let me watch this shit. And, I would just laugh at it, and we would just communicate with each other through Instant Messenger. And so for the longest, she just kept sending me these videos, and I would watch them, or it would be videos of people falling and getting hurt. Like, like, I don't know what that name, America's Funniest Videos, you see shit like that. That's what used to be on YouTube back then. So I'll never forget, I'm just laying in bed. I wasn't even laying in bed. I just, I was so into like redoing my home and shit. And Mumsy was a baby. She was just born, she wasn't even just born. She was like a few months old. And I was always watching HGTV, and my favorite show was Clean House with Niecy Nash. You know how they would go into these people's homes and they would get rid of all their excess junk and have a yard sale and then take the proceeds and get them new stuff and refix their house up. So I would like to watch that. And then I would also like to watch Design on a Dime and some other shit that I used to like to watch on it. And so this is all I ever watched the whole time I was pregnant and the whole time after I had Mumsy. So I used to just get amazed with watching Niecy Nash all the time and how she had all these different hairstyles, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, I did not know she was wearing like a wig or anything like that. You know, I never had a weave. I had never had a weave in my hair. This was 2007, you guys. I had never ever experienced having a weave. Never ever wore a wig. Of course, I didn't know what they were, but my hair was super long and it was nice and full. So I didn't need, well, it's not even that I needed to wear one. It's just that my husband didn't like them. So I never did my hair like that. But he wasn't even there at the time, you know, he was in jail, so it, you know, it is what it is. But I had just had Mumsy like months prior, and I just felt so depressed and overweight and ugly. You know, like my own hair, I never could do anything with it because it barely held a curl, and then it was long and I didn't want to cut it and I didn't like to color it, so it was just like, what am I gonna do? So I was just watching Niecy Nash, watching her, and I looked at her makeup. Like, she'd have all these different kind of eyeshadow looks, or, you know, shit like that. Now mind you, I didn't know anything about doing makeup either, you know what I'm saying? I did have makeup, but my little makeup stash, okay, let me tell you, my little makeup stash consisted of an eyeliner stick, okay, like an eyeliner pencil, excuse me, some mascara, and geesh, oh man, that was probably it. I didn't really have much for my makeup collection, you know, because I didn't really do my makeup back then. And so I looked on Explorer, not even Google, because I don't even think Google was out back then in 2007. But I looked it up about Niecy Nash's hairstyles, and I realized she was wearing a wig. All of these different hairstyles that she had was wigs. Okay? Did not even know that about her, that these hairstyles were all wigs. All right? I was amazed. Like, I thought they was like a good weave. You know, I did think they was weave. I didn't know that, you know, wigs could look, well, right then and there, they were fashionable. You know, lace fronts had probably just hit the market, but then that's when they were fashionable. So if you look at them now, you'll be like, girl, please, them wigs is not fashionable. But, you know, you have to make them yours. So, you know, when I found out she was wearing wigs, I was like, oh, shit. I'm going to wear a wig too. You know what I'm saying? So I went to this beauty supply store on Central Ave in Albany, New York. I'll never forget. And I waited till everybody was not in there because, for one, I didn't want anybody to see me try on a wig because I just felt really embarrassed and scared. And I had never tried on a wig before. And so I waited to a certain time of the day to go, when I knew that nobody would be in there, that everybody would be at work. People would be at work. So that way they didn't have to see me trying on a wig. Okay? So when I went into the store, and that store is still there. I went into the store. Now I'm going to just use a darker color. I don't know why I do this, but this is just what I do because I don't want... I just like it light on the top. But anyway, so I went into this beauty supply store after watching Niecy Nash, you know, and stuff like that. I went into this beauty supply store, and it was a big beauty supply store. And I think I was in there probably for like 2 hours. I never forget. And the girl, she helped me try on some wigs. It was so overwhelming to see the amount of wigs. And the very first one I bought, I don't know why I bought this shit, but I think it was like a Motown tress wig. I don't know. But why did it have purple and black in it? It's just, I didn't even wear it the way that it was supposed to be worn. I wore it a different way because I really didn't want anybody to know that I had on this fucking wig, all right, at all. Like, I didn't. And I bought that wig, and I bought another wig that was curly. It was a half wig, all right? So I had to learn how to blend that. But anyway, so once I got into the wigs, they weren't that great. Like, my skills were mediocre, you know. Like I said, they didn't really have much. And I made them look as much as I could, as realistic as I could, all right? So, I then, you know, had two little wigs, and I didn't wear them all the time because, like I said, they were only two of them. I didn't know about any wig websites at the time. I just knew about, you know, these damn wigs that Niecy Nass was wearing. But I also was admiring her makeup. So this is the part where I started learning about YouTube. I'll never forget. I went to Explorer one day, and I typed in how to do your makeup, how to do your eyeshadow and stuff. And all I know is I was ready to read about it. I didn't know that I could watch a motherfucking video about the shit. I don't know why I didn't know this. This is the internet. So, you know, I keep exploring. I can't even say I keep Googling it because Google wasn't out, but I keep internet exploring it, you know, or AOL searching it. And it keeps coming up with this fucking YouTube crap. And I just want to go to this website that I know that you can read shit and they give you tips about being like beauty tips and shit, you know? So I finally was like, let me just look on here. Girl. When I went on there and I seen that I was watching videos, tutorials of how-tos, I sat up. I'll never forget. I sat up for days and watched this YouTube, okay? And then I finally realized this is where my mom is getting these motherfucking silly animal videos from here. And I learned so much, and I was so addicted that, okay, I went out to, you know, the drugstore because I did not know that they had like Sephora. I don't even think they had Sephora then yet. But I went to the drugstore, but I know MAC was out and Lancome was out, but I didn't know anything about those things. So, you know, I went to Sephora. I mean, not to Sephora, excuse me. I went to the drugstore, you know, CVS and shit. And I got some makeup. And what was cool about the makeup was, well, this is Pure and Pro. I like this one now though. What was cool about the makeup was, and I'm gonna just use this color Popular right here. Because I'm not really doing a lot of makeup. What's cool about their makeup was it was like on clearance at the time when I went. So that's what made it even better for me. Like, it was on clearance. So I got like, oh God, I got like a shitload of makeup that I didn't even need. Like, I was going to there. I was going to Ocean State Job Lot, looking for makeup. I was going to Marshall's, you know. I never forget, I had so much L'Oreal Hip duo eyeshadow things. I bought every single one that they had. Okay, I was watching people's videos and I was going out and I was buying eyeshadow palettes because back then the first eyeshadow palette that came out, not the first one, but the first one that had like, I think it had 120 colors in it. So I have that shit still. I think I do. I probably, let me see. Well, I know Coastal Scents was popping back then, you know what I'm saying? So I was like going to all of these websites where all the beauty gurus that was on YouTube at the time was buying their makeup from. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what I was doing. I was like building up my little makeup collection and shit. And buying whatever these girls were buying, I was buying. So It was crazy the shit that I was buying. Okay. I'm thinking that I have. Yes. This is one of the palettes, and I've had this one for a very long time. I don't know what I did with all the other ones. I probably still do have them. Oh my god. I have so much shit. I really have to freaking clear this drawer out. But so yeah, I was so excited because there was just so much to learn. And let me tell y'all, this was not the first one, but this is one of them that I bought. When these came out, oh my god, there was like the 121. This is from Coastal Scents, and I think Coastal Scents is still out, but I don't really fuck with them like that because their makeup is just, it's not trash, but they don't really have like, there's so many different makeup websites now that, you know, back then they was really, really popular. They was really, really popular. And then NYX was super duper popular. Like you could buy like the starter kit, like if you was gonna sell shit and just keep it and just, you know what I'm saying, like use it for yourself. So we would do like, you know, shit like that. I mean, like, it was just amazing, like how to watch these girls on YouTube back then. And that's how I learned how to do my makeup and shit. And I'll never forget, like I have some old pictures. And you know, it sucks that my channel got hacked, because I would love to look back at like the transformation of me on YouTube, because I used to do makeup tutorials. And anyway, so like I was saying, and I'll get to that. I used to love to watch these girls, and I was going out and I was buying all of this makeup like they were doing, and I would just watch them, and then I would put my little wig on and shit, and my half wig, and you couldn't tell me nothing because that half wig was blended to the gods, honeys. Okay, blended to the gods. And I was always watching these girls, and I would stand in my mirror and I would pretend like I was doing a fucking makeup tutorial. Okay, this is me pretending to do a makeup tutorial in my mirror, like right now, talking to the camera. But of course I didn't have a camera and my skills were not that great, but you know what I mean, this is what I would do. And it was so cool. And then I finally said, I'm gonna do YouTube. So I went out and I went to Circuit City back then, and I bought me, you know, it wasn't an HD camera, but it was the best quality that they had back then. And I started doing like a couple of makeup tutorial videos. You know, they kind of sucked, or you know, it is what it is. There wasn't too many of us. And you know, I would get on there and I was trying to act like everybody else, like, hi, you know, act like, you know, I was looks like a preppy girl, like, you know, like them. And I just realized that shit was hard to do, like to pretend to be somebody else, and not even pretend to be somebody else, but I guess, yeah, pretend to be something that you're not, was hard. It was fucking hard to do. So I don't even remember. I just decided I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna be basically April, and I'm not gonna try to be anybody but April, and just be my own personality. And I really wanted to be on YouTube to do makeup tutorials. That was the whole thing. Like, I didn't want to do like a wig tutorial. I didn't want to do any of that. And I never forget, like, one of these makeup videos that I did, I guess the makeup was like, nobody cared about my fucking makeup. But yeah, nobody really cared about my makeup. But they kept, this one video, people kept asking me about my hair. It was this curly wig. It was the sensational half wig, and that's what I had. And I had the same half wig for the longest. And let me tell you, it lasted so long because I could wash it and rewash it, and it would just last so well, okay? And back then I only had like 2 wigs, and I wasn't changing them like every day because I was very skeptical and paranoid, and I didn't want anybody to see that I had on, you know, a wig, or even think that it was a wig. Everybody thought that this was my hair at work, and I wanted them to keep thinking that. So, you know, I would wear one particular style for like 2 months, and then maybe change it up to something else. But I would never come in blonde one day or anything like that. So, you know, people kept asking me about the wig, or not even the wig, my hair, and I finally said it was a half wig. So they asked me how I blended it. How did I blend my wig? So this is what I did for my first video, because, you know, I don't really know about doing videos for hair. You know, I was trying to do makeup. That's what I was trying to do on there. And I was telling my daughter, Tati, they want me to show them how to blend the wig. And so Tati was like, "Ooh, don't get on the internet showing people that you wear a wig." And I was like, I know, right? I don't want nobody knowing that I got a wig on the internet. You know, this is me being paranoid and shit. And Tati was on my side about the paranoid. Like, don't show nobody that you're wearing a wig type shit. So what I did was, that day, that evening, or an evening later, I got my little perm rods, because I figured out how to curl my hair like the half wig in the front. And I showed them at night how to get your hair prepared for that particular wig. And the next morning, I took my hair down and I showed them how to blend it. I was so paranoid about showing anybody how to do a half wig or any type of fake hair on the internet, because I didn't want to be made fun of. And that's all I thought about was, people gonna make fun of me, people gonna make fun of me, people gonna make fun of me. And I did not want anybody to make fun of me. Well, I guess I was wrong, because the video was like really popular, and somebody put it on their page, on their YouTube channel, as their home page video, so everybody could see it. And I was getting all these views and all these subscribers. And it was my friend, we became really good friends, Pink Porn Star was her name. She put my video, and she was really popular back then because she did makeup, just a black girl. And then there was Atia, like I said. And I was like the second person after Atia. I was the next person after Atia, like, you know. So, because Atia was the only black girl on there at the time, showing people how to do wigs. And this is the part that I hate to do, because I hate doing my eyeliner. And that's when I became very popular. Not even very popular, but over time, like within maybe like a few months, I had like a bunch of subscribers. You know, I had gotten a lot of subscribers and stuff from just the wig video. And so what I did was I started buying my own wigs, and then I found out about buying them online, and I bought them from hairsisters.com. Okay, so I was like a frequent shopper at hairsisters.com. Not getting shit for free, but a frequent shopper. And back then you could leave comments, and people would comment on your pictures that you would post on Hair Sisters about the wigs and stuff. And that's where I met one of my good friends from, and we're still friends to this day since that very first time, which is my girl Felicia, also known as Hourglass. She lives in Cali, and we became really good friends through Hair Sisters, not even through YouTube, but through Hair Sisters. That's how we became friends. And also my other friend Stacy, we became really good friends also through Hair Sisters. And, you know, we speak on the phone all the time. Me and Stacy, we would talk on the phone all day, every day to each other on the phone, okay? And you know, and she knew about the YouTube, and you know, it was just YouTube back then. It wasn't like, oh my God, it's Muffinismylovers. It was just YouTube. And then that's just when, you know, I started evolving into Muffinismylovers. So nobody wasn't interested in the makeup, and I guess my makeup skills wasn't all that anyway, because they really wasn't. I'll never forget, I went to this party, not even a party, but this gathering. It was like this strip club thing. Girl, let me tell y'all, I had did my makeup, and I had some blue fucking eyeshadow on, and the half wig I had on was bomb as hell though. Still got that shit to this day. It was a Janet collection. It was a human hair blend wig, so it looked just like human hair, but it's not. It was actually supposed to be a full wig, but that shit didn't have no lace, and it didn't look good, so I wore it as half wig. But oh my god, I love that hat. Like I still have it, and didn't come with no combs, so I sewed some combs in it. Like bobby pinned it first. I did bobby pin. But anyway, so I wore that, but the eyeshadow that I had on was like this royal blue eyeshadow, and it actually matched the fucking jacket that I had on. What a shame. The worst mistake ever. And when I look, and then it was all white on the top. When I look at it to this day, it's like, girl, why'd you go out? Did you really go out the house looking like that? You look like a clown. Okay? And I would just really wear my makeup like that, like it was okay. Like I said, I don't have makeup skills, okay, at all. That's not what I'm on YouTube for. The little bit of makeup skills that I do have, I'll be glad to share with you guys, but it ain't no shit where you can learn from it and you go home and like, you know what I learned from April today? It ain't no shit like that. You're not learning a goddamn thing from me. I wasn't really popular for the makeup on YouTube, which really sucks because that was my whole gimmick. I wanted to be like those other beauty gurus, you know, on YouTube, with their makeup skills and shit. And to this day, my makeup skills are still not to that part, but I will say this, they have improved. My makeup has improved a lot, opposed to how I used to wear my eyebrows. I have went through so many different eyebrow phases, it's crazy, okay? And it's so crazy because when you look at just from back in the day in general, you look at yourself and you think that, oh, that look good how I look. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at it years later, it's like, that looks like some pure D shit. All right? Like some pure D shit. But, you know, that's how we evolve as people. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't become Muffinismylovers from the makeup game, unfortunately. It was all for the wigs. And it was so funny because people would tell me, like, I don't know, they would say things like, oh, you should teach Atia how to do her wigs, because no shading, because me and Atia are friends, but we weren't really friends back then because I don't know if it was like a competition thing for her, but I really wasn't checking for her like that anyway. But, you know, they would say, you need to show her how to do your wigs, you need to show Atia how to do her wigs, because she would wear, when the lace wigs finally did come out, she would have the lace all the way on her forehead, like just sitting there. And with me, I don't know, it's not about a style thing, it's about a paranoid thing, okay? I can't go outside and let everybody know that I have on a wig because I just am embarrassed. So I would take a little bit of hair out. And I know some people would say, why would you take out a little bit of hair? That's what a half wig is for. You're not supposed to wear the lace wig like that. You're supposed to just put it on. Really, bitch, I didn't really want that boxy look, and I damn sure didn't want all of that thickness right there, and I didn't want my head to look square either. So, you know, some people would say things, and then years later, what are people doing? They're taking a little bit of hair out, or they're just doing all kinds of things. So it was just crazy. Yeah, April became Muffinismylovers, and you know, the crazy thing about it was when you made a YouTube account, you could not change the name of your YouTube account. So I had to stay as Muffinismylovers because whatever you was registered as, whatever your email was and you was registered as, was who you had to be on YouTube. And if I would have known that, I was going to become like they would say, the wig guru, or, you know, I would definitely not have chosen the name Muffinismylovers. But it was cool because I was known by many people as Muffinismylovers. People was like, oh, why'd you? I don't like muffins. I mean, I don't dislike them. I don't dislike muffins, but I damn sure didn't name myself because of a muffin, like of a pastry. Like, I don't like muffins that much to where, oh my God, I gotta, you know, give myself that as a username, you know. But yeah, I just became, that's how I became known for my videos, is because of the wig videos. And it was like a really good experience because I was able to just have fun with it. It was all for fun for me. You know, I had a full-time job and shit. I had a full-time job. I was a marketing rep, and then I became senior VP for marketing. So, you know what I'm saying? In the healthcare field. So I had that same job for over 9 years, and that's majority of my time was spent working and shit. So, you know, when I first got like my first 100 subscribers, I was so excited about it. And I was telling people at my job about it, and they was like all excited for me. I don't know if they was like, they really cared like I did. Why is one of my freaking eyes on? But they you know, it was a cool experience. And you know, then that's when different companies started reaching out to me, like, could I do a video for them or their website, and they would send me stuff, and then I started getting free stuff and all the time, like wigs and all kind of stuff, wigs, and you know, I would get wigs in the mail, and majority of it was wigs, you know what I'm saying? Majority of it was wigs in the mail back then, because that was all I would do on my channel. And then I also that's when I started Real Talk. And the Real Talk, why did I start the Real Talk? I can't remember what happened, but I think somebody had emailed me because they needed some advice about something. So I just read it online, and I didn't want to give her name out. So I started naming these characters, or not even these characters, but these people that would email me. I would name them after like a wig that I did a video review for already. You know what I'm saying? Because I just never wanted to give anybody's name out. So that's how Real Talk started. So yeah, I'm gonna use this Lancome because it's really good for my eyes. It is for your eyes anyway. So that's how Real Talk started, and then it just became something where people would email me shit, but it wasn't even like a set date. Like, I didn't have a set day for Real Talk. It was done whenever I would do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna do it on this day or anything like that. It was like, whenever I do it is whenever I do it, you know? It was like that type of shit. It wasn't like, oh, on Wednesdays, and you know. And back then I would have a cigarette with me all the time, because you know, I smoked cigarettes back then. So, you know. But I just noticed, like, with YouTube, a lot has changed, and it's always great. You know, you see, you know, I have met like a lot of great people through YouTube, like as in friends, and I've also met like a lot of great companies through YouTube also, which is amazing. Where the hell is my eyeliner? Which is also amazing to be able to meet like a lot of great people. But I've also, where the hell is my fucking eyeliner? I just had the shit. I hate when I can't find something and it's right there in your face. You ever have that moment? And it's like, I just had the shit, and now I can't find it. Where the hell is it? Oh, right here. So yeah, like I said, I met a lot of great people, and a lot of great companies. And also, it's taught me like a lot of amazing stuff, like how to make fucking wigs. Like, serious, how to make wigs. Who would have ever thought that I would make wigs? Now, first of all, before I even get into anything, this right here, okay, listen, I got like crazy foundations, like a bunch of foundations. And for some reason, like, I love this one right here. This one and this one, The Ordinary, this one is my favorite, okay? But I cannot seem to find this anymore. But this one right here, This Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, I wear the color Toasty Toffee. This is amazing. Like, I love this foundation all the way because it just works so well with your girl. Like, serious. It works so well for me, like, for real. It works so well. And it might be like a little bit off color, so I'll mix it with a tiny bit of this NYX Pro foundation mixer, which I thought was an olive color, and it's turned out to be not my color, so I can't really mix it with a lot, like a drop. That's it. But I love that foundation. I'm gonna have to get me some more. I was sent this. But yeah, like I said, I met a lot of amazing people, made a lot of amazing friends, fell out with friends, you know what I'm saying? Missed friends that I made and shit like that. And I never forget, the first company I ever did a lace wig for was Sassy Secrets, okay? And I don't even think they're still around, but you know, I was the first person to do a lace wig video for them. And they started sending them to me like on a regular basis, which is great, you know what I'm saying? And I never forget, RPG show hit me up, and they was new, you know what I'm saying? It was fairly new. It was fairly new, and the things that I was reading about them was not that great. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it because I like free shit. You know what I'm saying? I like free shit, so I'm gonna do the video. And there wasn't anybody reviewing their hair. Like, they didn't have any reviews. They had this one black lady, and I don't know if she bought the wigs or what, but she was older and she would review the wigs. So I just took a gamble on it. Was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do the video. You know, if nobody don't like it, then nobody don't like the video. It is what it is. And it actually turned out really good. And I did like more for them, and then I started doing best lace wigs videos, you know, and it was just like a learning process at the time. And like, you see these companies, they evolve just like you have, and that's really, really great. But like, YouTube has really changed though a lot, like, for real. Like, sometimes, like I be saying to you guys, like, it is hard to get views, and I get really like disappointed and shit because I work so goddamn hard on videos all the time, and then it's like the viewage is not to my expectations as hard as you know, like I have over 143 subscribers, and I'll have all those subscribers, but I won't have all those subscribers watching me, which really sucks because where are you? Like, where the heck are you guys? Like, seriously, you're not watching me like that. So that's what bothers me, like, that I put so much time and work into it, and like nobody's watching like that, which sucks. Okay, which really sucks. See what I'm saying about this? Like, I'll either use this, which I haven't really used this sponge in for a minute to put my makeup on. I'll usually use this, which gives you like full coverage because it's really dense. But I just don't want to use it sometimes because I don't be wanting to look too full coverage, but it's still good. I mean, like, I won't get as much full coverage with the sponge, the beauty blender, as I will with that brush. And what sucks about that fucking brush is I love it to death. It's by Eco Tools. You know that shit you buy in Walmart or shit. And I didn't know what the brush was for. I bought it to be a bronzing brush, and then I seen this girl using one that was so similar to it, and she was saying, like, if you want the best full coverage makeup and you want your foundation to really work, use a brush like this. So then I was like, okay, girl. And so that's what I started doing, and she was so right, because I would have to constantly keep applying more foundation. Like, it wasn't like as full coverage as I wanted it to be by using this beauty blender sponge. So once I started using it like that, like she said, you know, obviously I had to wash the brush because I was using it all the time. As soon as I fucking start washing the brush, the first time I washed it, please tell me why that shit started falling apart. Like hairs is coming out of. That's why I don't like to use it like that no more. Like I'll use it, but hairs are coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? There'll be hairs coming out of it, and I have to pluck them off my face. And I have not been able to find that damn brush on at the store. And I can't even find it on Amazon. You know, I'm quick to say Amazon got every fucking thing. Well, they don't got that goddamn brush. And I cannot find that goddamn brush. So I've been using Grwm blend sponge sometimes lately. Because if you guys can see the hairs, you probably can't. Yes. So for my face, you know, where's my under eye? I'm going to use, well, either I'll use this, which I'm going to use a dot of this, which is the Saint Laurent All Hours Concealer. I cannot see what color I'm in, honey, so it's number 4. This is number 4. I can't see. I'm going to use a dot of this because I do like it. Not a lot because I don't want it to be like cakey looking. Plus, I'm going to put another color underneath there. Well, yeah, so like I was saying about the viewership, like, okay, so, you know, you work really hard making videos and shit, and when you don't barely get any views, and when I say barely, like, if you have 143,000 subscribers, you would want to at least have, I'm gonna say at least because I don't want to sound like too greedy, but you would want to have at least 10,000 views off of that one particular video within like a day. Okay, so this is the Lancome's. This is the Lancome, I don't know how you say this, ultra wear camouflage corrector. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I would expect. And like, you know, at first I was like, well, maybe it's the way I'm tagging it. So I used like a system. What is it called? TubeBuddy. You can either use it for free or you can pay for it. So I was using it for free for the longest. And then finally, last month, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just pay for this and see if it helps me out any. Now, so needless to say, I did not know that there was 3 different versions of paying for it. The cheap version, which is $9. Then there's the so-called pro version, which is $19. And then, you know, like, there's another one. A bitch like me is not about to be paying too much for some shit like that, like crazy. So I just paid for the $9 one. Seems like it might be the exact same shit that you would get for free as you would for $9. Okay, so it gives you new suggestions, more suggestions for tags and stuff on YouTube. Great. But I don't know if it's helping me or not, to be honest. Like, I don't see it, and then I do. I really can't tell you guys right now because I think I just started using it like 2 weeks ago, you know. So I really can't tell you, but I do notice that my tags are different, and it'll also tell you how popular the tags are, etc., etc. But it just is very disappointing when you work so hard on a fucking video and you don't get the views like that. Like, yeah, you don't get the views like that. That's the part that's very disappointing to me. And then sometimes it's like, damn, I think I'm going to stop doing YouTube and get me, like, do something else with my time. You know, and like, I have a lot of things to do, so it's not like, but I enjoy doing it. So it's like, okay, even though I enjoy doing it, I still want people to watch, you know what I mean? So that's the part that is very disappointing to me, you know. And then especially when you see, I decide, oh, okay, April, you know what? I'm gonna do more detailed videos, meaning I'm gonna do more videos showing you guys how I got the color, how I curled the wig instead of coming on camera with the wig already curled. I'm gonna show you guys how I style it like this. Givenchy's setting powder. This one, I love this one. It is setting mousse mousseline pastel. it doesn't look chalky on my skin. I'm not gonna say it works for everybody, but for me it does. But I don't put it all over either. So I started doing that, like video recording the whole detailed process of how I got the color, and also sitting there and curling the damn hair in front of the camera, which takes me time, you know what I'm saying? And it's much easier for me to curl the wig on a mannequin head, okay, versus on myself. Like, I would rather curl the wig on the mannequin head. This is the e.l.f. moisturizing foundation stick. I use either this one or Black Opal, but I like both because they're like the same color. And even though I do all that extra detail showing, girl, please, you would think that will work and help, like people would want to watch? Not at all. Okay, not at all. And that shit, that's tedious. That's time consuming to do all of that and shit, and then not to get any views barely on it is very disappointing and disheartening. So, you know. And then if I don't do it, oh, how did you get that? Could you show? Like, I did show, and y'all motherfuckers didn't watch. And it's like, maybe I should just do something else besides fucking your wigs. And what else can I do? You know what I mean? Like, so I don't do prank videos because I just don't. That's not my thing. I don't like people pranking me. And also, I feel like I'm not even that funny and creative for it to do like a prank video. So I don't know how that will work out in my favor. Don't like how this looks. So it's like a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? Like, you win some, you don't. What is it gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know where I was talking about before my memory card got full, but either way, it's not even important, I probably guess. So almost done with this look. So guys, this was like, oh, I forgot to put on my other stuff. Okay, so that's what I was doing. So this is like a super duper long video, like seriously. I'm so sorry. But at least you guys get to hear me ranting and shit, right? You know, it really sucks when you lose your lashes to wearing fucking false lashes. That's not what's supposed to happen. But in my case, it has. But not only has it been that, you know, my eyelids are so hooded, and you guys probably can't tell because my lashes are big. Like, I wear, like, you guys never see me without my lashes because, for one, I don't have any. For two, if I do wear no lashes, if I don't have any on, I look like Kermit the Frog. So seriously, God's truth, God's honest truth. And I really don't like to look like him, you know. So I keep lashes on at all times. And also because it helps hide the hooded eyelids I have. They're very hooded now. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it has to do with age. But you know, I am getting older. I'll be 44 in June, okay? So let's see here. I just have to add a little bit of this, which I love this. This is the Too Faced. I absolutely love it. Like, love it. Now you have like your favorite freaking brushes and you only use them for that one particular spot on your face. Well, this ain't it right here that I'm using for my nose. Why did the top come off of the one that I used all the time, which was this goddamn Morphe brush? Everybody's always talking about, oh, Morphe. Oh my God, this is Morphe and it's so great. You know, that reminds me of like Coastal Scents. When Coastal Scents was really popular, they had the same exact fucking palettes as Morphe, and that's what it reminds me a lot of, like how Coastal Scents came out and shocked everybody with their fuckery in their makeup. Not even like fuckery like that, because they got some good makeup, but I'm just saying, like, when they came through, everybody was on their dick, and now it's Morphe. Like, I mean, Morphe is those are just palettes you can buy overseas. Like, honestly, they didn't make the fucking palettes. Not that I know of, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't like construct the shit in the labs there. Like, I really believe like they buy them shits overseas, just like, and slap their names on them, just like any other company would do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my belief. I could be wrong. Please let me know if I'm wrong. But unless you're working for Morphe or you own a company, I'm pretty sure I'm right, and I can't be wrong, right? Like, what do you guys think about Morphe? Like, I mean, I like them. I have about 7 of their palettes. You know what I'm saying? 6 of their regular palettes and 2 of their like smaller ones, like, you know, little square ones that come with 9. But those are just like one is a highlight palette, one is a contour palette and shit. And Tati loves them. I think I bought her 3 palettes by them. So, you know, like, their palettes are good, but you know, you can also find those same palettes elsewhere and shit like that. But, you know, I do like them to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. There we go. Okay. So we almost done with this makeup look. Makeup. Trying to think which put this one on my face today. But then, you know what? I will go over it with, is this the one I'm gonna use now? I like these brushes. These are like $2. I will go over it with my Milani pressed powder sometimes. I like it's like they're totally different colors, but I like them both. I like this MAC. And then I also do like my Too Faced one. Not that I just showed you guys, because that was not Too Faced foundation pressed powder. That was just like, you know, bronzing. But I do have like the Too Faced one that I'll use. And then, but I like this Milani one that I use too. And I know like the Milani one is not my color. Like, it's a little bit dark. So I think it depends on the season for me, but it's not that dark, but I like the darkness. Like, I love dark. Okay, so they all 3 of them have their own little shade. I guess you would say like the MAC one, which is right here. This is the Too Faced right here, and this is the Milani in the middle. So of course the Milani is a little darker, but I do like it. Like, it all depends on the season, you know what I'm saying? But I will wear it regardless, and it just gives me like this totally different look. Like, I look a little bit more, you know, bronzed, honeys, like a little bit more darker, because, you know, a girl do like to look a little bit darker. So yeah, this is it, and this is the color dark tan. I did have 6, which was medium tan. I know y'all bitches like, did she just really go darker? Yeah, you know, I did go again a little bit darker. Not too much, but you know, I just like the color, okay? And I like the finish of it. It just gives me like this really nice finish. But this side is not as highlighted right here. Okay, so now you gotta put like some color onto the cheeks, honeys, because I have not wore blush in so long. Like, when I say so long, I have not wore blush in like the longest. And so I went back to wearing blushes because I have like a huge collection of blushes, and I haven't wore them in so long. So I'm trying to think. Sasha Cosmetics. Yes, bitches. I have a bunch of Sasha Cosmetics when they first came out. From when I was on my old channel, okay? When I thought I could be a beauty guru or a makeup tutorial guru. I don't know. You see, if you go with this, you have to go very lightly. It's a very pretty color. It's very like orange, pigmented. Very like orangey like, okay? So you don't want to put a lot. What's the color called? Burnt orange. Hello, yeah. I guess that's why it's called orange. It's orange like. So you don't want a lot of it, just a little bit. Like, I'll go very light with this, and then I'll like blow it off. You know, blow it. Oh my God, I cannot wait to get to New York on the 10th. So my husband's birthday is on the 5th of April. And I wanted to be there so bad on his birthday. But the way that I had set up my plans, not even my plans, but the plane tickets and the prices and stuff, that was like the cheapest, okay? So it's only 5 days. And I cannot wait to see him because I miss him like crazy. Like seriously, I miss his ass like crazy. I cannot wait till he moves up here. Yves Saint Laurent's highlight. This is a highlighter, okay? It is the Dosh Eclat Glow Shot. It's a glow shot, and I love it. I don't know the color, okay, because I cannot see without my glasses. But it's just like this is pink, and it really does. Like, look, you don't even really need a lot because this shit will show up better than like some other shit. Like, let's see, Becca. We'll use Becca Cosmetics, even though her shit is bomb too. But this shit will show up just as good and even better. Seriously. So I really do like this. And you could use a beauty blender or sponge with it, but I think like the beauty blender always be soaking shit up sometimes. So I'll use like this little fake ass Real Techniques brush that I got. Now the beauty blender is real. This is a Real Techniques one, and I do have a brand new one that Tati gave me, but I'm saving that. Like, ain't nothing wrong with this one. I just gotta clean it. Not, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit stained, and I did clean it before the video. But look, this stuff is bomb. Okay, this is if you don't want too much glow and you want to be subtle about it and classy. Girl, get you some of this. Like, for real. This stuff is really, really good. Okay. And then what I'll do, because sometimes I don't really be too glowed up. Now listen, I do like to be somewhat very glowed up. What is stopping this? Something down in this motherfucker right here. Oh. I got this makeup right here that I bought from the beauty supply store from BBB Fashion. This is also glow. It is like a aura glow from J Cats. I think that's what it's called. Yes, crystal sand. So it really will glow you. And I don't really want to be that glow, but I'm going to show you guys. This is this one. Okay. But I don't really want to be that glowed up. So this probably ought to glow up. You know what? This is enough for me today. Okay. So I don't need anything else. This is it. Because I'm trying to be subtle and classy about my glow. Not fucking overdoing it and blinding people in public glow. And then I do have like this color too, which is Moonlight. It's like a bronzier color. So this one you could just like put right here, honey. Like, use it as a contour color because you don't really want that shit. Like, I don't want it to be too sparkly over there on that side. You know what I'm saying? Like, not too cool. And like that. Like that. This is gonna be like one long ass fucking video, okay? I'm thinking, should I fucking edit it? Like, no, because I don't really feel like sitting there and editing shit. So the only thing that I will edit is the color in the video. I'm not about to sit here for like over an hour and edit this shit. Because if I do, the video will never go up. So I apologize to you guys way in advance if the video is so fucking long, but that's because I did not want to freaking be editing shit. I should just do a little something extra. I could use my Oprah, but you know, I'm all for supporting other people, and especially my girl who I love so much, Passion Jones, because her glow powder dust. Have you guys seen it? If you haven't, well, you guys need to wake the fuck up, because her Glowista line is so pretty and so damn affordable. Like seriously, just some affordable stuff. And I bought every last color except for the latest one that just came out. I didn't get that one. I think it was like a limited edition. I'm not really sure, but this one is my favorite, which is Bright and Bougie. Okay, and it's loose, so that's loose. Loose. You know, like some of y'all bitches be loose. You just take your little fan brush very lightly. I mean, unless you want to really glow. And I'm already glowed up, so look. Just a little bit of intensity. Okay. Not too much, bitch. Not too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of intensity. Because, you know, I don't want to be out there and wind them motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. So this is just a little bit of intensity. I went very light-handed on this Glowista Glow Powder because if you don't, bitch, you will be blinded, okay? Seriously, blinded. You know what I should have did? Oh my god. I should have used my new palette. It's still in the package. I mean, it's not in the package. I looked at it and then I put it back. So this is from Deck of Scarlet, okay? Deck of Scarlet and Scentbird. You know, that's the same company. So Scentbird, you know, that perfume that you get every month and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you guys this in a second. But the Deck of Scarlet, I did notice that it was so pretty when I you know what I'm saying, looked at it, and I was just like so excited because the packaging is so gorgeous. Like, do you guys see that? So pretty and just really, really nice. Deck of Scarlet. Maybe I should put on my wig before then. You know what? I'm gonna just put on my wig to make it look like it's really, really professional. You know what I'm saying? But so anyway, yes, I love the Glowista. It's so pretty and affordable. And so I'm so proud of Passion Jones because she has come a very long way. She has been losing weight like drastically, regardless of what, whatever her size was. She's always been a beautiful person to me. You know what I'm saying? I like her at any size. She is definitely a yummy, yummy, yum snack. Okay, but she's a sweet person, but she's a beautiful person too. And she just dresses so cute and just so, like, she's changed. Her dressing has changed a lot. So she has definitely changed and evolved. And she is one that who I definitely love. Absolutely love. So, let me set my face. Now, I do have her setting spray also, which is the Glowista Diamond Setting Spray, okay? And it gives you like this, well, I didn't shake it. But, it gives you like, little iridescence of, you know, diamonds in it, and it actually holds your makeup on. So we are about to put on the wig, you guys. That's I'm gonna wear RPG Show's wig that I've had for like a year now. I know, I kept that shit. And look at my hair underneath, bitches. Oh, put some of this, pump it up, girl. So I just put some witch hazel on baby wipe. I'm not using rubber alcohol. Everybody be using rubber alcohol all the time. That shit to dry your skin up after a while. So I'm not trying to use that. I don't use that shit. I used to use that back in the days. Like, yeah, it's cool, but that shit will dry your fucking hairline up. Now, to me, the one thing I love RPG Show's wigs, not all of them, but some of them. But sometimes they be smelling like fucking corn chips. And it's so crazy, right? Last night I washed this shit. And then I came back upstairs. Why did I smell this fucking wig? And it smelled just like my... As soon as I walked in the room, I smelled fucking corn chips. And I was just like, what the freak? So So let me do this real quick.
Make sure this again. Hello? It's a little pew. Yeah, I need to change your friend's bandages. It's not gonna be pretty. You might want to leave the room.
You know, this shit gets hot. I don't know how the girls be putting that hot comb in their hair, because this shit, ooh, my scalp be on fire, okay? So I was sent this from Scentbird and Deck of Scarlet. So like I was saying, it's a really cute box. The packaging is so pretty. Like, I mean, look, okay? Nice black packaging. It comes with like some cards inside. It just says thank you, you know, Deck of Scarlet, all right. Meet Roxette Arisa. I think that's our artist in chief for the season. Our artist in chief for this season. Okay, born and bred LA makeup artist Roxette gives us ultimate face goals with her endless, cool, effortless, seductive looks. You can check out her tutorial. I'm not really sure if you know, Deck of Scarlet is a monthly or a seasonal win-a-year subscription, but they do have some really nice packaging, and it's part of the Scentbird collection. You know, the Scentbird is definitely a monthly subscription, so you get different perfumes every month with Scentbird. I'm not really sure of Deck of Scarlet, but I'll definitely post it below. And you also go and get one of these cute cards. This is really nice that they give you all of this stuff, but I do like the packaging. When I first seen it, I was like, oh, this is so nice. So this is just the artist in general. And then, you know, it has some foam right here so that way it doesn't break. This is really cute though. Look at it. Like, this is amazing. This is so pretty. So this is the packaging for this particular product, and this is, I do believe, a palette. I'm not sure if it's just eyeshadows, but it comes with this, and it also comes with these two pencils that I'll show you guys in a minute. You just slide it out, really cute, right? Make waves, turn heads, and stuff. It says that in the back. And this is the number 7 edition. So I'm thinking that this is like a monthly thing. I'm thinking, I could be wrong, but this is cute because it opens up at the bottom here, which is, I do think these are, I'm not really sure. I think these are lippies. These are actually lipsticks. I think so. I'm not really sure. It doesn't say, but comes with a mirror and also has like these really, really pretty colors. So let me try this highlight out real quick while we're here, you know what I mean? Because I love a good highlight. I love a good highlight. Let's see how rich and vibrant the highlight is actually. I'm like super hot in this bathroom. I need to go already. Let's see, we're gonna put it right here on the nose. So it's not like anything real intense, but I'd like it because I don't always like to be all intense looking, you know what I mean? And like glowed up. I like something that's really subtle. And this pink is so pretty as well. Like, do you see this pink blush? It's called Lovesick. You can also use it for like, you know, oh, I like the blush though. I do like that. Oh, that's really pretty. Now that really is intense. Oh, I like the blush. So the blush is absolutely pretty. And then, you know, it has like the eyeshadows that come with it. Bronze, there's bronze, Bora Bora, Starry Eyed. This is the Rockstar. I'm thinking that these are lipsticks. Smooth, smooched and swept away. I'm really not sure if these are lipsticks or not. I think they are, actually. The consistency feels like they are. Either way, I've dipped my fingers in them, but I want to try out like this bronzed eye color real quick. Just like a sweep a little bit over my own eyeshadow. Ooh, that looks nice. To deepen it real quick. Okay, hello. Wish I would have remembered to use this beforehand, but the add-on is good though. Okay, so this is a nice eye look now. Let's just give it a little bit more color. A little bit more exaggeration. So this is nice. I do like this. I like this bronze color really a lot because it just gave my eyes a little bit more in-depth look, which is great. I wish they would have had like a matte look with it, but you know what? You could always take this right here, and just punch a little bit of it above, just for a little highlight, which is great. This is a really cute palette. I love the design of it, okay? The design is really, really pretty. I just like the front cover a lot. So Deck of Scarlet. This is a monthly subscription, I do believe. So I'll post all of the information below. And then it also came with these 2 pencils in here. Now let's see if they're lip pencils or eye pencils. You can probably use them for both. So this one is the Long Lasting Eyeliner. And it is in a pretty color. This is like a bronzy color. It's like a champagne color. Hope you guys can see that, but it's like a champagne color. It's really pretty. And then also this is another lip liner, and this is like one of my favorite colors. Okay, hello. It's like a mauve color. So I'm not really sure if this is not like a mauve color, but I will say this, I do like it. It's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. Okay. So as for the perfume, for the scent of the month, and it's very dark, but it's still pretty, and I do like it. You know me, I like light colors, so just that over it just makes it a little bit lighter. So the scent of the month for Scentbird, let's see here. Now, they totally changed their packaging. It's like different colors all the time. It used to not be like that, but I like it still because these are really good travel size friendly. And you could just pull it up and you can see what the scent is for the month. So this month it's Kate Spade's Live Colorfully. Let's see what this smells like. You know what this smells like? Outside. Like when I say outside, when I go for my walks in the morning, because it's so fresh air out here and there's so many different flowers, it smells like perfume outside. So this is what the scent is reminding me of. And it does smell really good. Like this smells good. I'm going to take this with me to New York, honeys. Get off the plane smelling ooh la la. For real. This smells good. I like this. Live Colorfully. Hello. About to be my new favorite lipstick. I mean, excuse me, my new favorite scent, because it smells, I don't really like a lot of floral scents, but that one does really smell good. So I will give that to Kate Spade. I've never had a Kate Spade perfume, so I will give that one like a number 10, a thumbs up, and all that good stuff. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this very, very long Get Ready With Me. I definitely have to go and run to the weight doctor. So I will see you guys in a soon to come video. All of the information for deck of cards and Scentbird will be down below for you guys. Let me know what you think of this look. I do like the last application that I put on with it, that went with you know, the last part, the unexpected makeup part, which was the deck of cards. That is like a really pretty color palette. I do like it a lot, especially that brown in it. So I will speak to you guys soon. Stay diva and divalicious. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about my wig application. And I'll see you soon. Bye.